do the streaming. So, thanks, ladies and gentlemen, for the patience. Unfortunately, not everything can always go according to plan, it's very sad. But hey, we'll get there one day. One day, this will all go smooth. I will never have to worry about it, and it'll be spectacular. One day. But that day is just not today. So, that is what that is. But, as I was saying, thank you all so much for joining us. And, of course, our friends over at Tri-Peak Goods are making fun stuff for the holidays, being that, they're coming up. Also, as a general reminder, be kinder this time of year. Don't give to the Salvation Army. Give to anyone else. And make sure that you, cherish your family and loved ones, because you never know, when our time with them is going to come to a rapid halt, unfortunately. But in the spirit of the holidays, I would like to share many wonderful warm wishes, and will let you know that I do plan to have a stream running the week of Christmas, the 22nd. For anyone who can make it, I will have a little one-off, a one-shot, if you will, prepped and ready to go. Just a fun little thing to do. I'm sure that, various people won't be able to attend, but if even 2 people are in attendance, hey, we're going to have something fun and Christmassy themed for you, my fantastic audience. You never know what you might find.
Christmas episode.
You better not hide, you better not cry.
It will just be a one-shot. It will not be either campaign. It will just be a little fun one-shot to, bring in the holidays.
The DM is going to kill us all. Anyway.
In that case, it's not you better not hide. It's you better hide, you better run. He's coming for you.
Also, just as a quick heads up, some of the streaming schedules may be a little crazy. Mostly because the 26th, the day after Christmas, is on a Sunday this year, so there may or may not be a Grim Hollow session. Ultimately depends on what I'm doing, what people are doing. Mostly because I do have my nephew and my sister coming into town to spend the holidays, so there will be that. Also, there may or may not be a stream on the 2nd of January into the new year. I may or may not be out of town. That's still kind of up in the air right now. But we'll see.
I might have still been hungover.
Yes, might have. But we will see. This time of year is always really hard for...
gathering.
Yeah, for the gathering.
I'm going to be out of the country for a whole week at the end of December.
Yep. And so, just a quick heads up. And then, of course, moving on to more shilling, I would like to bring to your current attention a brand new series of games I'm running. Bada bing. Maybe that didn't work. I don't think that worked. Yep, that did not work. Okay, fantastic.
Still eggs.
All the love.
You know what? Here. I will bring something a little more fun. Let's see. Ha ha!
Always looking sunny side up.
Lauren.
Hey, we have a lore that is all lit.
Yep. So, if all of you amazing viewers would look to the new little box in the top right-hand corner of the screen, you will see a little box with my cards and, of course, a schedule. That schedule is all my games, and these little things will be running, this little widget will be running all stream long. So if you guys were curious about things I was having going on, or about just, general stuff, then certainly feel free to take a look up there. It has both the front and back of my cards, as well as more information. However, because I am a genius and have figured out how to manipulate the system, I have created a little handout on the Roll20, which is a note. These are a list of games that I am planning to run throughout the week. In honor of the most recent game book coming out, I have added a curriculum of chaos to my games. And yes, it is a Strixhaven setting D&D campaign. I am looking for 5 people. This is Mondays, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Although, a book about a bunch of magical and historical and all these kind of fancy, chaotic places, and how many spells do they give us? 5. Literally 5. 5 spells. No
Must be
more,
that
no less,
powerful.
and none of them are over 3rd level.
Damn, that sucks.
I mean, that's fair, but it is a school.
I mean, well, the Strixhaven thing as a whole got kind of dunked on really hard. They
Yeah.
kind of trashed all of it.
Yep, Strixhaven did not.
I was really excited for that, and then they trashed all of it.
Yeah, it's just, ugh.
I mean, I want to play an owlboy, but, you know.
Owl child.
When Hogwarts hunkers down on free magic.
Look, I totally they allowed you to gish with the sorcerer. Oh, you get the extra attack as a bonus action whenever you cast a spell. You're smiting, you get a free smite as a
Anyway,
bonus- Never mind.
you know, I wanted to play an owlboy, but, yeah, you know.
Well, Owl Boys did come out in Strixhaven.
I know.
So-
Aerovok, I think is how you say it. No.
Owlin.
Aerovos. Oh, Owlin.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
it's just
called
something
Owlin.
different. Okay.
You're thinking about the Aracocras.
Aerococra, there we go.
Or
I'm
as I
having
like to
a
call
moment.
it, Big Fucking Bird.
Big bird.
BFB.
I mean,
For
nah.
The
Big
big
fun
friendly
bird.
giant.
But at any rate, then of course Tuesdays I have a Stormlord's Wrath campaign setting. This is going through the D&D Essentials kit. I do still have 2 slots available for this particular game. Thursday night I have added a Witchlight Carnival at 3 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, so all of you fantastic people out there who are not in America or who have vastly different time zones, this game is for you. Hopefully you can all, hopefully it's not too inconvenient of a time slot. To be honest, I don't really know, but, we'll see.
3 a.m. Pacific Standard Time? In which day?
Nevada.
Oh, no, on which
wait,
day, not
Thursday,
state.
sorry.
Which day?
Thursday?
That would be then
might
like
work for
9
some
a.m.
people.
for you.
Yeah, it might be work for some
11.
Would
people.
that be 9? 11 for you? Oh, my bad. Almost had it. I
but-
forgot.
There are 5 slots available on that particular game. Fridays at 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I do have 1 slot available for my homebrew D&D 5e game. I am also planning to run a Humblewood adventure, so if you want to play as a burb and not just an owlin, then come join me 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Fridays. Saturdays, I have a Wilds Beyond the Witchlight campaign at 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I have Descent into Avernus at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I have a Vampire the Masquerade game for those of you who want to play a vampire in a grimdark setting. Everyone but Emil is welcome.
Oh,
Sorry, Emil. It's pretty gnarly.
aww. What do you mean I can't clip anyone? Literally, the way they met me was I castrated a bull.
Centaur.
Centaur.
This,
No, it
this-
was a minotaur. It was a beast folk.
It was the equivalent of a centaur.
Yeah.
At any rate, no, I'm just playing. If you wanted to be in part of it, you could. I
thought you were gonna say. I thought the reason I wasn't
He
allowed was
was
because I
just
simp
talking
over
shit.
vampires too much. I thought that was why.
Nope.
I was gonna try and treat it like it was a dating sim.
No. See, here's the thing. If you do that, that's just going to be more entertainment.
Dream daddy.
I
What?
mean, technically, Vampire the Masquerade, vampires don't have those feelings and don't have any enjoyment
They
from that
don't get the
certain engagement.
opportunity to. They don't have any blood in them, so no blood can flow into their bits.
But anyway.
Are you saying that Twilight is lying to us?
Twilight is lying to everybody. Twilight is lying to itself. Twilight doesn't even know what it wants to be or who it wants to be or what its creatures actually are, okay? Let us be very clear here. Twilight's lying to everybody, including itself.
The book should be burned at the stake, and the disc should all be drowned in the lake.
I just have one
vampires
thing.
may not be able
Blood?
to get it up, but that's the reason why they invented strap-ons.
Wait, what?
Jesus Christ. I just want to say that blood is just for one person and one person only. Fuck we! Corn! Corn!
Yep, blood for the blood god and skulls for the skull throne. Which, by the way, those of you who are waiting for Total War Warhammer 3 to come out, February of next year, my guys! Oh,
Oh damn! I was
like-
thinking it was February of this year.
I like corn, but I just love my Slanesh voice. It is Slanesh, but after all.
see me, I'm just hearing the voice of the maw in my head.
Fuck you and your others.
I have
think
never,
it's Maw
I
from
have
Post
never been so in love with a trailer for no reason before. Which, by the way, if you haven't watched the
Have you
Ogre
ever
trailer
seen
for
a
Warhammer
lizard
3,
with titties?
yeah, I saw the Slanesh. I saw the Slanesh videos and went, eh. I'm actually not a huge fan of the demons, just as a general.
I don't even nerd this hard over magic, guys. Can you keep it in your pants?
You such a liar. Anyway, my last game on Saturday is another Wild Beyond the Witchlight campaign at 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Sundays, I run another Wilds Beyond the Witchlight campaign at 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. There is one slot available, one slot taken, 4 slots available. Excuse me, I can English. And then, of course, for those of you who have been watching my Grim Hollow, you are now able to participate in a Grim Hollow campaign setting because on Sundays at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I am running a Grim Hollow game just for you, the audience, or those of you who would like to pay to play. It is not following the same story that the stream is. It is an entirely different homebrew story that I have written myself, and I am actually quite proud of it.
I thought you homebrewed the one that we're doing Sunday as well.
I did, but I had a lot of inspiration for that one from other sources. And so this is my second one I'm working on.
Look, how do you expect us not to be the case? We're clearly pondering orbs.
The fragments of divinity are kind of like worms.
And then, of course, the final game I am offering is on 10 p.m. Sundays Pacific Standard Time, with 4 slots still available, a 2nd edition Pathfinder game. I am taking the Beginner's Box Starter Adventure, running you guys through that, and the rest of it will be a completely unique homebrew game and world and, adventure that I have come up with, and it is based on Pathfinder 2nd Edition. So, for those of you who would like to play Pathfinder 2nd Edition with me as your humble dungeon master, then that is certainly something to look forward to. Also, just as a general heads up, there may come a time when these games do change. After all, Tyranny of Dragons is going to end at some point. Seas of Vodari will end at some point. And when we do, the players, as well as you, the audience, may have a chance to influence what the next game I stream is. There's a good chance it can be Pathfinder, it could be the Avatar The Last Airbender TTRPG that's coming out.
What about the Sunless Citadel?
I'd be fucking down to play some Pathfinder. Never played it in extension. I have DM'd it in extension, but not played it.
It's a mood.
What about Sunless Citadel, though?
Don't know that one.
Kinda hardcore, not gonna lie.
Also, in relation to the Grim Hollow campaign that our humble dungeon master is running at 6 p.m., if you pay a little bit extra, you may kick the shit out of Magna. Anyway,
I will take a solid 100% cut of that, and that is totally fine with me.
Wait, what?
God.
That math don't check out.
No, it checks out. He's greedy.
It does. He really is.
But for those
He'll do it.
of you who would like
Just 'cause you
to,
guys don't know why you love Magna yet, it does not mean that you don't love Magna.
I don't know.
shit out of him.
My God.
anyway, so that is all of my game schedules for those of you who want to be a part of my Well, my livelihood, basically, because I am doing this professionally, as I've stated many a time on this stream, and it's all because of you guys and my fantastic cast of characters that I am able to do this, including Mr. Mason, who is in the chat today.
Oh shit.
Crowlot,
Aw.
Mr. Mason is in the chat watching as this, we'll call it experiment, continues on. He's also in the back right now working on a Pathfinder 2nd Edition character, I'm sure, for the home game I'm playing tomorrow.
Hi, Mason.
Hi, Mason. Sorry I got sweaty in that last league game.
Hi, Vincent. Where you are.
Anyway.
At any rate, one last shout out to our friends at Tri-Peak Goods, and then we will fall back into the wonderful world of Vodari. And my pirate accordion music is not playing. Why is it not? Oh, that's why. There we go.
Aww.
I think that last time we ended up on us being kicked out of a house and going shopping. I don't know.
Yeah. And
Kicked out. No, we were pointed in the correct direction. We got our stuff and we left of our own accord. We weren't asked to leave.
That
you
is
were
correct.
asked to leave repeatedly.
You were
It's
hinted
not-
at very
Not
heavily.
by the owners of
Not by the
house.
house owner, but you were definitely asked to leave.
At any rate,
And now you're going shopping with me.
No.
You see how friendship works? It's great.
Friendship works. I arrived at your house. We're friends now.
We were friends beforehand, and your mom
We're
loves
friends
me,
now.
so-
We're having soft tacos later.
at any rate, back on the ship with Reeve and Nyafta. You guys are, sitting there enjoying your time off, technically.
I'm on guard for the elfin person.
This is true. You also
I'm a
have
good guard.
you also have a set of Romeo Juliet style stowaways on your ship, and you actually are.
They paid?
Yeah, they pay.
Well, no, they paid, but everyone else doesn't know they're there, so stowaways.
I thought we told everybody that they were
Except
there.
for the
I
paladin.
mean, the Stooges are not on the ship yet.
I was gonna say
the Three Stooges.
Yeah, the Three Stooges went and took their leave, as they are, entitled to do. But Nyefta and Reeve, the two of you hear a voice on the below on the pier. Hello up there. Anyone aboard?
I peek.
As you peek over, you see a man with an umbrella over his head. It's clearly a sun parasol. He looks a bit disheveled, but he's normal.
How are you disheveled and have a sun parasol? It's not raining.
You're right. It's to keep the sun off of me.
Or are you like one of those vampire folk?
No.
Fucking straight to it.
Reeve has no tact.
Yeah.
I have no filter.
The only time he has a filter is when I'm there.
That's
No,
right.
you know what it is? Is that Graves does need to wear an umbrella to stop the rain because he's
I'm fish.
a mermaid.
He
Yeah,
likes to be moist.
exactly.
Bruh.
I mean, there's a reason why vampires don't live in Africa.
Double entendres.
Because I know that one. I know.
What is it?
Huh?
The
Why
reason,
can't they live in
the
Africa?
reason, because they bless the rains down in Africa.
Alright, well,
You
Reeve
walked
jumps
into
off
that one,
the
Emil!
little railing on this.
I'm gonna pop a cap in God. Anyway,
Reeve, like, he gets off this, like, I think for the ship, it's like the little platform on the stern. He jumps off of that and lands on the front, so he's by the guy, and he's just like, alrighty. So what's the umbrella for?
To
He said
keep
it's
the
to
sun
get
off
out
of
of
me.
the sun.
Mhm.
Why do you need it?
Because I don't like the sun.
Oh.
Because, see, in certain circles, it would be seen as wholly, what's the word, inappropriate if a man of my stature were to have a tan, as if he works every day of his life. It's just,
My skin's
Abhorrent.
blue.
yes, but I'm not so lucky as you.
Oh.
And
What
he's
can we
human
do
looking.
for you?
Oh, I'm, Mr. Sean Renfield. It is a pleasure to meet you, he says, holding out a hand.
Do I take it? I'm looking at it, I'm like, this is what... Okay, I take it. It takes him a second because he's like, is this what Xavier does? Is this what...
You
Yes,
take
this
it
is
in
what he
both
does."
hands?
let's see if my
hands.
lessons come to fruition. They won't. But ananyway,
So
We're
as
gonna
you
find
take
out.
it, in both hands, and he just like shakes his hand up and down. Good to Mr.
My name's Reeves, or Revo, some people say it, but you can just call me Reeve.
Well, good to meet you, Reeve.
technically, at this point, your last name is Vorel as well.
Yeah, it is.
I have come here with my hands, and he gestures to a group coming up the pier, and
Whoa.
we are here to do commissioned work on the front of your ship.
Oh, okay. Did you discuss this with the captain already?
Yes, Captain Sel Bomba. Yes, he and he holds out a work form, a work order
I can't
form.
read this.
He
If
still
he
hands it to
him,
you.
he takes it, looks
Although
at
if
the
he doesn't want to
gibberish.
look like he works, but he definitely works. I'm so
Okay.
confused.
Reed's looking at this paper, and internal he's going, I can't read.
I can't read.
Well, that's quite all right. Basically, it says that
I would
we are
like
to do.
imagine.
We are doing a new prow
Figurehead.
and we are renaming the ship officially, scratching off that distasteful look and painting it on proper.
Oh, thank you so much.
Indeed. I also have a... well, I'm also here on other business. I have been sent here by a gentleman. I'm sure you may have heard of him. Though I could be very wrong. And, oh my god...
Well, you have to name the name. You can't just say that I might know someone or you might know someone if the name isn't given. So we could be thinking about the different people. Like, you could be thinking Albert Fish and I could be thinking someone else.
Did you just say Albert
Like-
Fish?
Fish
Yeah.
is a very
It's
respectable.
Reeve. The fuck are you expecting?
Albert Fish is not a respectable man at all. You keep that fucking mouth shut.
I'm gonna say.
Which is the first name that came to my head, and then I forgot, oh yeah, he's a child cannibal.
I mean, like, there are plenty of people with the last name Fish. It's a Jewish last name.
Huh.
What do you call a fish without any eyes? A fish.
Uh,
At any
I
rate,
guess bad jokes.
uh,
Selling
Wait,
the Wii in France must have been hell.
I would like to use my bullet of God slaying and shoot at the DM. Anyway,
what bullet of God slaying are you talking about? Because I know you didn't get one
Fire.
from me.
Fires.
I'm
Fires
just
the
talking
bullet.
about a bullet to my own fucking head. Anyway,
Yeah,
Do
what
I-
kind of
I have
business would you like to do?
Baron Lucien Rao has also sent me, in an unofficial capacity, more as a favor. And he pulls out a letter, sealed.
Oh, is this for the captain?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll put it in my pocket until I go back to the quarter bed room.
There.
Yes.
No, don't let us stop you. Continue.
We need
Uh,
to teach you both.
Sorry, common isn't my first language.
You are quite alright. I fully and completely understand. There is no need to worry. But as long as your captain reads the letter, then I am happy to have made the delivery. In any event, we will be going about our work now.
Ladies.
And with that, he looks to his crew of workers and kind of gives them some directions in a language you don't speak.
At some point,
He just gives a thumbs up
to.
Good luck with your adventures. Is that the right word? I don't think I used it right. I don't think that was the
Xavier!
right word.
Oh, wait. Xavier, help! Wait, he's not here.
You're not here either, bitch.
I'm looking at hats right now, dude. The fuck are you talking about?
We already are done with looking at hats. I fixed my hat. We're going to get an outfit.
Oh, I need to
Yeah.
get a hat. That's
We
why
can
I'm.
get you a hat while I'm getting myself.
You were getting earrings there, knife ears.
I cannot get a hat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're getting little knife earrings.
I mean, you could get a hat that fits
My God.
with your horns there, Niafta, if you want one.
Oh, that'd be
I
pretty.
want it. I'm perfect.
I just
Imagine
remember
not
from the
having-
portrait I did, Niafta only has like, I think, just one earring. And it looks pretty. It's like a cute dangling earring with like a lapis
Xavier's not
lazuli.
getting. Xavier's not getting a
Imagine
hat.
not
He's getting a
having
balaclava.
concealable horns. Must be sad.
Hey, Blaze.
I don't have horns. I have fins.
Not like my skin.
Yes.
The fact I'm definitely not.
I have a minor lore question. Considering I have multiple earrings, would I know the person that does the earrings that's harder?
You would know them, yes.
Earrings and piercings.
Yeah, I have like 7.
It's true. Yeah, but they're not all on your ear, you dumbass.
Yeah, I got 2 on my eyebrow.
Much love.
Yes,
you
you
also have the
would.
snake bites.
You would know the person who makes and sells and does earrings. Yes.
Cool. You may continue.
Okay. And so, Niafta,
Okay.
as you hear this conversation go on, you actually see Tiny Sensei kind of just appear next to you. And he kind of looks over, and then he leans in. I don't like that guy. He's kind of weird.
Me neither. Yes.
Ready for the person who's talking to me.
Renfield.
I was hoping that you could give some insight about him. You know so many people.
Yeah. So, his cover story is correct. He is Mr. Sean Renfield, and he does do the work he's said to do. He's just odd. I've heard some unofficial rumors about him may or may not spending some time in a sanatorium, but I can't really confirm that.
What's a sanitary?
That's too quiet for you to have heard there, Reeves.
Damn
Yeah,
it.
you ain't there. You
I don't
probably
know
climbing
where
back
they
on the
are.
ship now. You
Uh,
they're on
Oh,
the
I thought
deck,
you
and you're
got
probably
one on
climbing
the
back on the ship.
But
Yeah,
but Sean
we're-
went onto the deck, and so Reeve then jumped off from the.
he went to the end of the
deck.
pier to the front. He doesn't have to get on the ship to
Going on
work.
the ship without permission.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I assumed he did.
No.
My bad. All right, well, we're just getting back on the ship, anyways.
Yeah, so as you're walking up, this conversation's taking place, but he just kind of whispers, "No one can ever prove that."
Mm.
And I wouldn't ask him about it. He's a kind of creeper.
Yeah.
And despite the fact that he's got his digs in the shady parts of town, and the shady parts of the dock, nothing's happened to him.
Hmm.
I think he's got friends in high places, though I don't know if they're, the kind of friends you'd want to make.
Hmm. I was thinking that he looks like he has connections.
And
I want to say at this time, Reeve gets on the ship and is looking for Niafta and is like, Niafta, I did that all by myself.
Very nice.
Oh, hi, I don't think I'm allowed to call you Little Scene. Little Scene Say. Scene Say.
Kate is
I
fine.
don't think I can call you. Yeah. Did
It's okay.
I
What's
say it right?
what's up, fish boy?
Oh, I wanted to say hi, and I did this all by myself.
Yeah, I watched you. Way to go. You didn't mess it up. Keep it up,
I
kid.
tend to mess things up.
Nah, you never.
I
Kate
don't
looks
believe
so
you.
So done with this shit. Okay.
Do you think you can teach me to cook again later?
Sure, I don't mind. I like cooking.
Okay.
Just starving on my own cooking for so damn long, though.
Can you smell what the Cade is cooking?
Can you smell?
But he just kind
The
of
road is cooking.
looks to the
sensei.
both of you as he
It's tiny.
just kind of watches Renfield and his workers. Don't invite him on the ship.
Oh, is he a vampire?
I don't know, but
He
I
said
don't
he
like him.
wasn't.
He might not be. I just don't
He
like him.
said that his people don't like their skin being tan.
Yeah,
But
that's
he looks human to me.
so,
And vampires got the pointy ears. And they got little fangs. They got teethers. They look like mine, but not all of them. I have shark teeth.
So the thing is that yeah, when it comes to the noble folks and the highfalutin businessmen, yeah, it is kind of a bad thing to have a tan complexion because that means you work outside, and if you work outside, it means you labor too hard. You want to look pale. Pale is beautiful, apparently, for some reason, or pale is more status. The more pale you are, it means the less you go outside, which means the less, poor you have to be.
Don't they put, like, this white powder poison stuff on their skin that slowly is killing them with skin cancer, and then they just slowly erode away to the point where you don't even know if they have ulcers on their body?
I don't know what any of you just said is, but, I mean, probably.
And I'm questioning how the fuck Rave knows that.
Yeah.
But at any rate,
We ate one once when I was still a kid. He fell in and think he was all high and mighty when he fell in, and it was just like, you can't kill me, I am a big prince, and we're just like, you taste the same.
I'm
He did
learning
taste the
so
same,
much about
too.
Rave's tribe. I'm learning so much.
Well, we're sirens, that's what they do.
You can't eat me, I'm a prince.
Problem is, I can't really sing.
it's okay, singing's overrated.
Aw.
Agreed.
No, it isn't. Wait a minute.
The bard is like, really, motherfucker?
I immediately look to Nafta, or fuck me, I immediately look to Nafta, and it's just like,
Overrated. He says overrated. It is overrated.
I'm still reeling in embarrassment from the one time I sang on this stream.
I mean,
it was
Look.
great.
I mean,
Look,
it
you're
is being
either
caught on
good at
camera.
singing
We
or
can
you
relive
die
it every
trying.
time.
That's how it
We
is.
really can. It was, I think, episode 3 or 4.
it's on my YouTube.
It is.
Immortalized. I can watch it forever.
Please
Hold
no.
on.
Please no.
Put it on TikTok.
Please
Get a load of
no.
this guy.
If you guys want to see, Vex singing his damnedest and doing a fairly good job of it, go back and watch episode 3 or episode 4 of Seas of Vodari in the playlist that is connected to this on my
Damn
YouTube.
you!
And please do clip it.
Please
I'm gonna
put
say-
it.
Clip
I'm-
it. Be as nice as you want.
I'm
be
a
as good as
dead
you want. He can handle it.
I can't.
Honestly, if you really want to make him uncomfortable, just be nice to him. That's just how you make him
Okay,
uncomfortable.
Moving on.
Tracking too much.
So, he looks to Nyafta and smiles. Besides, you've got other skills. Remember that.
Yeah. I always got made fun of, though, because I couldn't sing.
Yeah, that's kind of a siren thing, I take it. So,
Uh-huh. I can dance pretty well, but I was told not to dance in front of people.
why? It's just dancing.
Well, because they, like, got really attracted and kept getting closer to me. Kind of
Oh,
like how sirens sing. Because I guess that's a thing, too.
Oh, yeah,
have
you're
the
a wave
siren
dancer.
I'm a wave
Oh,
dancer.
yeah,
There's only
you-
two
yeah,
kinds.
Smart.
I gotta say, oh yeah, you get a little naked. That's right.
Oh God, Reeve is the happy foot of sirens.
Oh no.
Happy feet?
I mean, mumble, whatever. But
I just remember, like, they always got close, and then Xavier, like, shot them because they kept, like, trying to do stuff.
Yeah, sounds about right.
good to know. Says Cade, clearly not sure what to say. But presently he just kind of looks to Niefta. Anyway, just make sure that they don't come on the ship, and make sure you don't invite them on the ship. Because we don't need anyone who's a stranger on the ship.
Well, they're here to repaint the ship's name and put the big carving thingy on the front.
Yeah, they
On the
don't need to
bow.
be on the deck of the ship to do that.
Okay. Oh, and I was told to get this letter to the captain, so I'll be in the quarter bedroom. I don't know what that was called.
It's the captain's quarters.
The quarters.
Good enough.
Oh, and I'll catch
Are you
fish for
saying that
dinner
there's
tonight.
only a quarter of the bedroom?
I mean, quarter bedroom is just a full bedroom for Kate at that point.
Captain quarter bedroom.
He's
I
allowed-
can make short jokes. I can make short jokes. I'm allowed.
Yeah, you are the shortest one here.
He has his short pass. Except everything checks out.
But anyway,
Oh, no.
Cade just kind of nods his head. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'm gonna go
Bye,
keep an eye on
Niefta.
things. And Niefta, as you're there, you were left alone by Tiny Sensei and by Reeve. You're kind of looking around and making sure things are going smoothly, but nothing appears out of the ordinary quite yet. Go ahead and roll me a perception check, though.
Oops. Wait.
First roll of the night. What's it gonna be?
Wait. Give me a
Oh, yeah,
second.
it is the first roll of the night.
Gosh. Why is this like this? Oh. What?
All right, Blaze is betting on a 9.
Actually, that was an 8.
That was
I want to say,
yeah.
hey Brent, you working on that shuffle I taught you?
Honestly, no.
Oh, real rough.
At least he's honest.
It was a little much, not gonna lie. Cardistry is not for everybody.
Especially when someone can't feel most of his hands.
Damn, that sucks.
Laura, you good?
Yeah, this is taking a bit long.
Oh no.
Brent, do the rolling.
I
Place your
can't.
bets. Place your bets, people. What's it gonna be?
It's gonna be an 8.
What you gonna
I
do?
bet
What you
13.
I'm gonna go with a 15.
Bitch.
Wait.
Who bets nat 20?
It's coming. It's coming.
It's coming.
Okay, so perception, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Don't move, I'm coming. Said Bill Cosby to all his women.
God damn it.
Get back
There
in
it
your
is.
box.
Damn.
It's 5.
Ow.
Damn.
One thing you do see is you do see that in a couple docks down, you actually see a ship being maneuvered, let's say, from dry dock into the slot. And it requires a system of cranes and pulleys. And it reads, this particular ship reads, Morto's Defiance.
Is that Max's new ship?
That would be Mags' new ship, wouldn't it?
Probably.
Orto's Defiance.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we were on the island of Morto, and there's very few people who know that island exists.
Anyway, Niafta.
I love that. Oh.
This is the ship that you see getting lifted and set into the water.
Uh-huh.
I'm really sad because that was going to be the name of my next galleon.
Um,
What a shame.
But-
Did you name the ship?
You don't have your first one done yet.
SS fuck you.
yeah, you don't.
What's that?
It was the SS Get Fucked.
Get fucked! I named that, and I don't regret a damn thing.
Oh, you will.
You have to.
Oh,
Speaking
you
of that,
will.
wouldn't you have to name her ship in the bottle? Because
That's a good question.
I
His
haven't
name
think
is
about
Jim.
that yet.
Hold up, doesn't the ship change that is in the bottle?
So the ship is either a longboat or an actual ship.
either way, you should name it.
His name is Jim.
It's not yours to name.
No,
I
it's
will
the fact
name
that
him.
if we ever fuck up in our ship, we can just go, fuck.
Hey, look, we got a boat. We got a ship. Its name is Sveffen.
It's not your ship to name either, bitch.
So
Jim.
for
Think
everyone,
about that at some other time.
no worries. For everyone who needs a refresher, Niafta is in possession of a ship in a bottle. The object appears as a glass bottle sealed with a cork that is 12 inches long, 6 inches in diameter, and weighs about 3 pounds. Inside the bottle is a miniature sailing ship. Which appears to be at full sail and floating on rolling seas. A closer look at the ship will reveal its mermaid figurehead changing facial expressions and posture. Blah. Some typos in this book really need to be fixed.
Yeah.
While attuned to this object, if you remove the cork, the bottle glows blue, and you can decide where a boat will appear within 20 feet of you. The boat will take the form of a rowboat or a sailing ship, depending on which of the two forms you require. When the ship in a bottle becomes a boat, its weight becomes that of a normal vessel its size. If you require a rowboat, this item will appear as a boat that is 10 feet long, 4 feet wide, and 2 feet deep. The boat has 1 pair of oars. The boat can hold up to 4 medium creatures comfortably. If you require a sailing ship, this item will appear as a sailing ship. That is 50 feet long, 15 feet wide, and 15 feet deep. The ship has a deck, a steering wheel, an anchor, a deck cabin, a lower hold, a mast, and a bowsprit.
I want to
Bowsprit.
point out
Spirit.
that this is technically smaller
Excuse
than
me,
a
sorry.
sloop and will be eaten
Bowsprit. The ship is
Bowsprit.
by the
outfitted.
shark.
The ship is outfitted with a mainsail and a headsail, or a cutter. The ship can hold 20 medium creatures comfortably. Placing the cork back in the bottle causes the boat to return to the bottle, provided that no creatures are aboard. Any objects in the boat will be left outside of the bottle.
May I give a suggestion, Niafta?
Mm-hmm.
The SSBRB, the big red button.
I love that, actually. That's really good.
Yeah, the only other name I came up was Jimmy Dodger.
You are not allowed to name the boats.
I know.
But it's not the
Just
same.
because of that.
Yeah, you have
But it's
lost
not
your
the
boat
same
name.
boat. I don't think you can name the boat because it's always a different boat. So you just name it whenever you pull the plug.
So, like, how does the DMV work for that?
It
Doesn't.
doesn't.
It don't.
Not for a vessel that small. This is
Basically, you go into port, and the guy's like, "Hey, you need to pay to park your boat. Hold on." We're good.
I love that sound effect.
I want to point out that sailing ships are not as large as you guys think they are.
No, for 20 creatures, it can hold us if we need to transport something. That's small.
It's a
Yeah, or
shilling to
someone.
tie your boat up at the dock. Oh.
You were saying? Goddamn magic.
Magic users in the fucking. It's like,
The
oh, this
the
could
word
got me
Vodari is
300.
not world of Vodari does not like magic. I want to point that out.
But with that being the only other thing that you see of interest, you can hear Renfield and his crew getting to work, and very clearly they seem to be very professional at it.
Jackhammers and all.
What?
Jackhammers and all.
Anyway.
White's laughing at me.
I'm sighing.
As they go and, continue about their work, it's, very clear that they don't really need supervision, but you can keep an eye on them if you so desire. And there is the kitty invader. I was wondering when he would appear.
The cat.
Cat.
Big chunk.
Cat butt.
He's a beautiful baby.
Cat butt.
But that is the only thing of note, and so my only question just becomes is what is Niafta doing during her downtime?
I would like to train a little bit more on my row skills.
Alrighty. Do you train on your own, or do you train with Tiny
With Kate.
Sensei?
Yeah, with
by the
Tiny
way-
Sensei.
By the way, Niafta, I will
Funny
just say,
left.
I think you have a book that you are meant to return at some point.
Oh yeah, I have to read that. I'll do it in the nighttime.
I know it's been a month. But
A month?
It's been some time, but you do have a book that you have to return at some point, and he was
That was
very
more
keen
like
on
a
it.
day.
And he was very keen on it.
So I will say this. She doesn't have a time limit to which she has to return it, but she just must return it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just remember because the guy was very keen on her returning it.
yeah. It's,
probably shouldn't be more than a year, to be honest.
it's okay.
Well, not
I'm
to be
pretty
dark.
sure the other character that was there was like able to read through my intentions, and she might know that I want to return it. I'm not trying to steal the book or keep it to myself.
Exactly. And so, there's not much
He
of
never
a worry.
returned to Zavo.
We never return to Zavo. One day!
I wanna point out that if Xavier ever finds that book, I'm pretty sure he's just gonna copy that book word for word. Just write it all down in his spare time.
There is one thing is you and Cade are going, as you guys are working on stealth, just walking silently, moving without being heard, which is really hard on a ship because even soft-soled shoes on wood that is hollow between makes a sound. And so that is one thing that you've noticed about Cade is he can just naturally walk silently. He has gotten to a point where he is actually good enough that he can run full sprint across the deck and not be heard. It's,
He's that level.
it is quite impressive, but it is definitely not something you're capable of. Mostly because Tiefling have the few that don't have hooves have heavier set feet, which I believe Niafta has hooves.
No, mine
Do you
are
have
like
cute
regular.
moves?
Okay, so you have regular feet, but even
Yeah.
I
still,
want to
you
point out it's a halfling thing.
Yeah.
It's a hobbit thing. They eat thieves.
but your particular shoes are hard-soled bottoms, and while Cade is wearing softer-soled shoes, to hear him running at full sprint, well, see him running rather, and not hear him is kind of interesting. But it is something that you're working on, and about the time that you and Reeve really, are getting ready to sit down and kind of work something out, you actually can hear a sound come out of the water. Let's see if I can actually pull this sound up.
Can you send me the sound also?
I like to imagine after, things are said and done, like Reeve does ask me after, hey, what did you name your ship, by the way?
I haven't think about it, but sometimes I have dreams, weird dreams of a dystopic future. And sometimes I get names or even inspirations for the songs that I sing and write.
Aw.
So, I was
You should name it based off of one of your favorite songs you've written. I think that'd be cool.
For some reason, a name has sticked in my mind.
Huh.
The Channing Tatum.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds pretty.
No! Why?
Okay, out of character, the only reason I know Channing Tatum is because he sings fucking Let It Go from Elsa from Lip Sync Battle, and he's fucking amazing. That's the only reason I know him.
Hold up.
Everyone else in this call has now wanted to put a cap in Yapta's ass.
Hold up. 21 Jump Street. Magic Mike. This is
Haven't
the
seen
end.
them.
Jesus Christ. You want
I
to
don't
call
watch
for
movies.
Anyway,
I don't
focus.
really watch TV.
It's
I don't
either
have
that or
cable.
the Ryan Reynolds.
I
Yes.
mean, the sexiest man alive.
Before the DM decides to
Yes.
hurl a boulder at us.
Look, the Ryan Reynolds has been.
Okay, let's stop sidetracking, please. Fuck it up.
At any rate,
He's
This-
oversaturated right now.
shut up. You hear these, oh, god damn it. I need just the sound. Where? I had it pulled up. Here it is.
What sound?
Oh, hold on.
It's gonna be a pain in... Urgh. Technical difficulties, folks. One of these days, all of this will work smoothly. One of these days.
One day.
Um...
And that day is just not today.
Nope, it is not today. Not today at all.
One day it'll be solved when Brent has a full team of tech support guys.
I would love just one guy here to run tech in the background, and be able to just pull up sounds as I need them.
Looks so white.
I mean,
Preferably not a player.
I'm about to say.
I'm saying White can do a good job with sound effects, is what I'm saying.
Does White know how to do sound effects?
Yeah, he does them with his mouth.
Oh, that's true.
And he's
Just
good
have
at it.
Rick
So,
What is the sound you are looking for, my friend?
no, I already have downloaded it and have it. It is coming. Give me a second.
Okay, it's a sound. What is the sound that we're hearing?
Pause
You
my
just tag
relax music just so I can hear this, so I'm ready.
I want to point out that I wouldn't be able to hear this sound anyway, so could you please describe the sound that we are hearing, and then play it for everyone else?
I will eventually.
Hold on.
Don't you Jedi hand wave at me.
Jedi hand wave.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Not you.
This is not the sound you are looking for.
That noise. I don't like the clicking. Sounds like dolphins.
Yeah, it sounds like dolphins clicking.
Sounds like whales.
And
It
either
does sound like a whale too. It sounds like orcas actually.
Or a beluga.
Well,
Honestly, it sounds like shitty seagulls.
shut up, Nikki. As you guys,
Sorry.
Nyafta, as
don't
you
understand.
and Reeves look over the side, you can actually see a pair of
They
orca.
really sound like orcas, yeah.
it's a pair of orcas, yeah, down.
Thank you.
Swimming.
seen orcas in forever.
They're swimming in a wide arc, keeping very close to the shallows of the bay.
Are they orking?
Bruh.
Because
Okay.
Torpedoes.
I would just like to know one thing. As they
Murder
look over
penguins.
the side, a little bit behind the orcas, is there a massive fucking shadow following them?
we watched like nearly an hour, guys. Can we?
But Nyafta and Reeve, as you guys look over the side, you see that you see these two orcas, and again, they're creating a wide circle in the bay. They are not alone.
You think they took his baby? That's a thing whalers do. You take the baby, and so the parents just sit around and wait, and then they end up just dying of starvation. So they have to open up their stomach and put rocks in, so they just sink.
Okay.
Even Cade just kind of looks at you, Reeve. Just what the fuck?
I didn't think Cave was even here.
Nobody
That's
knows
how good
he's
he
there.
is.
It's Cade. If you see Cade before Cade sees you, there's a problem.
But
I didn't hear you, Cade. Look, there's orcas.
He's everywhere. Get used to that.
he just nods. Yes, I can see him. What I can also see, which I assume the two of you can see, is the people that are riding on the back of him.
Oh,
What?
And indeed, there is two people on one person on each. There on the one there is a she is a sea elf. As she gets closer, and she has on excuse me. She has on just general leathers, though you realize they're not typical leathers as you understand them. They're seal hide leathers.
Like a sulky.
They're suede.
As for the other orca, on the back of it is a sea dragon born. Or Draga, as they are commonly called in this world. However, there is one thing that both of you only now notice, is that between the two orcas is a smaller shape.
Baby.
It's not, because its fin is very much not a orca fin. It is a caudal, I believe that's the correct term.
Caudal is their tail fin.
Right. It's a
Dorsal.
caudal fin at one end and a dorsal fin that are just breaking the top of the water. And the caudal fin is far more jagged and is vertical in orientation as opposed to the horizontal that whales have.
Like a thresher shark?
It's definitely a shark tail.
Ooh.
The distance
Threshers are the ones
between
with the long tail.
the distance between the dorsal and the caudal fin does not lend itself to being a thresher shark. But it is right between the two whales, and they are coming to a very short dock or pier. I want Reeve and Yafta to both roll me perception checks, though.
it's a were shark.
Where shark, where shark, where shark, where shark, where
Please
shark.
be a were shark.
How'd I do?
20, not bad.
Got to change my token for this whole time. I think I did it.
I'm not
I
Reeve.
think I did it. I think I get what you mean.
You actually see that towards the center of the bay, the water has gotten darker. Doesn't seem to be in any one shape, but there definitely seems to be activity that has come up. But it just kind of stays there. And
He's just
as the orcas arrive at this dock, it's only about two docks away from you, and there's no shit between you and them, so you can have a perfect line of sight. You see as the orcas just kind of are chilling out there and seem to be quite content. They're not acting scared or anything. However, the shark that you now see, being a great white, breaches out and lands on the pier, and then slowly transforms into a wood elf who stands up and just kind of shakes himself off. His attire is very odd for a lot of Vodari, because he's wearing the top half of a wolf head, like over his own head, like a cap, and a cloak made of wolf fur, and his staff, which appears with him as he takes on his mortal form again, has a wolf's head motif to it, holding some kind of gem. Whereas the water elf jumps off of her mount's back onto the dock, holding a staff made of very beautiful coral. The dragon, the Draga, however, does not have any such magical accoutrement. In fact, this particular Draga is simply looking around as if they're kind of ready for anything to attack. And you can see that this Draga is fairly large in stature. On its back, it's too far away to see if it's a male or female. On its back is a massive spear made of undersea material. You're pretty sure it's a...
1 second.
No worries. You're pretty sure it's a giant shark's tooth at the tip of the spear. You also see a great sword on its back that does seem to be made of some proper metal.
I love this. I love this team. I love this trio. I want everything to do with this trio. I want to say hello, but I can't.
Sure you can.
Because
What's stopping you?
I gently tug on you after shoulders, like, look at them. Look. Under the sea.
Reed is just geeking out like nobody's business.
We should say hi. What if they say hi to us? No, they're not going to say hi to us. They wouldn't say hi to us.
Because they're cool.
They look so cool. I really like the shell staff. I want it. No, I can't ask for it. I can't just steal from them because they look cool looking. What if they're like superheroes?
Maybe they're supervillains.
Oh, even better.
That tracks.
Added a quote.
I mean, that certainly tracks.
Can we go say hi, Nia? Can we?
I mean, if they approach to us, to the ship, somehow they might endanger it, so we're gonna have to engage. It's a point,
I
I
get to be a
guess.
big guard. I'm not that strong, though.
Alright.
What if they beat me up? What if they just step on me and I'll just cry a little?
If that rocks your boat.
What if they just beat me to a bloody pulp and just bite all my skin off and wear me as a hide?
Kid just looks at you, Reeve. Alright, you need some serious help. And I'm not the one to give it to you, but you need some serious help here. If you want to say hi to him, go say hi to him.
Oh no, I'm too shy too.
Oh my god. He actually pulls out a whistle and just screeches into it. And all three of them look up. Hey, strangers, come aboard!
Oh, we're not allowed to bring any strangers up aboard without the captain.
I wasn't told that.
I mean, yeah, he is the first mate. He kind of got some authority.
He also wasn't told not to let strangers aboard.
Oh, well, that sounds like a you problem.
I thought we were not. I mean,
no, we're not letting that guy aboard.
Yeah, that guy.
That guy pointing to the guy that can clearly hear the whistle. He's like the.
And
I just like to imagine at this point Xavier just has this beautiful, earring that goes, the elf earrings that just go, elf earrings that just go around the ear.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has
The
one
ear
of those
cuff?
now on the left. Yeah, he has one of those now on the left. Please tell me the cost later.
You're just
3
like,
gold.
oh, look at this divine.
What, 3?
3 gold, yeah.
Oh, it's just a mighty divine. You just
we
had
are.
people going, yes, yes, cheerio.
And it's kind of sharp, so I can take it off and stab a motherfucker in the eye.
Hold on. You're expecting people to act like
Stop
Chris.
spending money on things that you can't take off normally.
You're expecting people to act like prissy nobility in the west side of Jersey.
At any rate, moving on.
There's no west side of Jersey. There's no east side of Jersey. There's north.
It's
north,
just
south
Jersey.
That's it. Some people say there's a middle Jersey. You don't talk about those people. Doesn't exist. North, south Jersey.
Anyway,
Middle Jersey.
moving on. As you guys, see that, and the, Cade's volume attracts their attention, they actually do walk around towards the gangplank, and Cade walks over to greet them. Hey, come on up! And,
Oh, but the captain's,
they do. As they come
It's a
up,
very confused pair of elves.
Cade extends his hand. Hey, I'm Cade. I'm the first mate here on the Vessie's Mercy. All 3 of them, look to each other and then look down. Yeah, I know it's a thing. But anyway, pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, I know it's a thing.
What?
He shakes all of their hands. And, this is my, student, Nyafta. And this is our, Siren Reeve.
And this is our fish.
Reeve just kind of feel like he just got shot down a peg, and I went, oh.
At any rate, welcome aboard the Vessie's Mercy. Captain's away, but hey, you guys came in all cool like, and I couldn't help but notice, and my friend over here, Reeve, couldn't help but notice. But anyway, so, where you from, who are you, and what you doing? That's a lot of information you want there, halfling. I'm a curious guy, and I can wet your whistles while you tell me. I got some rum. Yeah, do that. All right. And Cade disappears, and Reeve and Nyafta will entertain you. You can, answer their questions and introduce yourselves.
I'm a clam.
The trio step forward, and the one with the wolf staff extends his hand to Nyafta, whereas the sea elf extends her hand to Reeve.
Hi, are those your orcas?
They are.
Oh, where'd you guys come from?
Oh, we came from Orca.
Bruh.
Give me a second.
That is an actual place.
I know, that's why I'm looking. Looking through the sheet. I'm looking through it. I'm like,
It's probably in the Underseas of
Vodari.
Vodari map or the one. Yeah.
that's far away, Sandport, Red Axe. Oh.
Oh, it's not that far away actually.
It's right in between Zeleni and Zavo.
That explains why they could make a very wide arc around to the port of Zavo, which
No.
I love the fact that Bob, the deep terror shark, is just chilling,
Bob.
waiting for the orcas to come back.
Oh, they haven't left. They're just over by that one dock, kind of just bobbing.
Oh, I know. I'm talking about Bob,
There's
the
a
deep
reason
terror
why
shark,
you-
the big boy. He's waiting for the orcas to come back to the
Turned into a wood
deep
elf.
place.
Everyone knows about the terror sharks. That's the reason why you don't go into the deep.
At any
I'm
rate,
not talking about the were shark. I'm talking about the big fucker that you know about.
Dinner? Yeah, we already ate him.
No, you didn't.
Teasing.
at any rate, the
Oh,
sea elf nods. They do belong to us. We came from Orca. We actually came to meet with the Lord Mayor of Zavo, and hopefully settle some things.
you guys just look super cool. I wish I can be like that. Sorry, that sounded weird.
Not at all. Orcas are very beautiful animals.
They really are. I remember one of my tribes had an orca. It was a little puppy. He got lost. And so we raised him all by ourselves. And he helped us catch seals. I miss him.
I'm amazed that you didn't say, and tasty too.
Yeah. Eventually he started trying to, kill some of our elders. And so we realized, maybe it was time. So he was kind of good, but I wasn't a fan of the meat.
I can certainly understand. Siren culture is very survivalist.
Yeah.
I imagine that puppy would be rather chewy.
Delicious. Whale is delicious.
Quiet, Nikki.
Whale's different than orca.
That is also correct. The wood elf kind of looks to you, Niafta. So, how did you get shanghaied into this crew?
It's a funny story. I got hired for a mission and then I just couldn't leave.
Sounds about right. I know I'm certainly among that same group, which is why I don't have an orca. Not that I really want one.
Well, you turn into a shark. That's super cool.
So can she. He points to the sea
that's
elf.
even cooler. I can make a tail. Whenever I jump into the water, I have my big siren tail.
Nice.
It is a feature of certain sirens. I think most sirens, actually. I don't know. Haven't talked to many of them. Sirens and sea
I
elves
probably
don't
come out really weird.
Not any weirder than anyone else. Though a lot less hostile than some. So, does anyone know why there's a massive shark in the middle of this bay?
Oh yeah, they said that was the big terror shark, right? I think. And I don't know, but I thought it would be super cool to battle it, and everyone's saying no.
Yeah, I would wait till you're much, much stronger.
Oh.
Thankfully, I have some assistance in that regard. But
I thought I was strong.
Oh, it's not that you're not strong, it's that it's still stronger.
Well,
Are your businesses in Port House related to this appearance?
Oh, not related to the shark. That was just a minor surprise that we had to overcome. Thankfully, I have some concoctions I worked up and are able to repel even the mightiest of those kind. Though I'm a little curious why it didn't work on you, she says, looking to the wood elf. Whatever. Oh, sorry, rude. I know. I'm not used to people.
Our ship plans on leaving the port in a later bit. Do you think maybe we could buy some from you?
Oh, it won't help your ship. Your ship's plenty big enough to get out safely. It mostly requires an organic life in order to kind of power it.
Okay.
But go ahead, Ilias. Well, I don't know why I need to introduce myself now. I'm Ilias Wolfkin. I'm a druid. Technically, I hail from Leafy.
Nice.
Or Leafi, I guess. I don't know. Don't care. I normally don't come out to the ocean, but apparently I owe favors. Oh, and this is Durak, and he points to the sea draga. He don't talk. Doesn't have a tongue.
Oh, we'll see.
He bit it out himself.
Oops. That's a mood.
I'm imagining he nods in Russian.
I am very sad that I did not ask if. I did ask if 10 languages is a thing here, and you said no.
Reeve approaches and is just like, "Whoa, you're so big!"
He
You
just
must be super intimidating to a lot of people.
nods.
I love it.
You can hear the.
He grabs one of his arms and is just like looking it over and is just like, whoa.
He just kind of lifts it up, and if you're still holding on, you come up with it.
I'm like Spinell from fucking the end of the movie. He's just like, what?
Alias just kind of looks over. We're technically here to... What was the way that you put it there, Aqua? We're here to peacefully negotiate terms. Yeah, okay. Look, you owe me a favor. I already called it in. You're here. Yeah, but why am I on shark detail? Because you're a shark expert. I'm not, though.
Shark
bait,
expert?
ooh, aha.
You are now.
I know a whole lot about sharks.
Good to know, Pipsqueak.
Oh, thank you. My name is Revo, but you can call me Reeve.
Good to know.
A lot of people say the O is silent, though.
I mean,
Revo.
just might be. But yeah, no, so apparently we're here to negotiate some peace between Orca and Port Zabo or something or other. I have no idea.
Whoa.
Might be bad for business.
I don't
Shut up.
even have a clue why.
My arms are still
You
up, so
see-
I'm having such a blast.
you
But
see
this is actually
Aqua
making
just
my arms
kinda-
hurt.
You can put them down at any time.
No, I'm dangling off a Durok. I'm having a blast.
You see Aqua just kind of roll her eyes. It's because there's a blockade in front of Zeleny, and we don't want more innocent people to die. Yeah, but I
A
don't really care about
blockade?
that. Oh,
We need
yes.
to go to Zeleny?
Oh.
Out of character. Do we need
There's-
to?
There's
Or-
some jobs that are in Zeleny, and there's some places that you need to go, and the two lovebirds would like to be dropped off in Zeleny.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think that was the main reason why I had it written down.
Yeah.
Wink.
Is there a blockade in Zeleny? Did they say there's a blockade on Zeleny or on Orca?
On Zeleny.
Zeleny.
Oh, down. Okay.
Oh, there's a blockade. We need to go to Zeleny.
Oh, I'd try landing in Hope and crossing from the land side then. Because the local tribe of Were Orca apparently don't like Zeleny right now.
Oh, damn.
Oh, what happened?
Something about polluting and killing them off. I don't know. Don't really care.
Oh.
Not my pig, not my farm. I'd like to be left
Sorry,
alone. And he kind of glares at Aqua.
Oh, then why'd you bother joining?
Favors are favors. Oh well, I'll get back to my wolves eventually. At that point, Cade comes up with the rub for everyone.
Oh, nice.
Elias just chugs his. Where's Aqua? Just demurely sips at hers. Draga is much like Elias and just is chugging it down.
Durok is just going like,
Pretty much. Just,
What?
Finally jump off.
well, if you're headed to Zeleny, make sure you stop in Hope, because that's about the best you're going to hope to get.
da-dum.
That's in between Orca and Zeleny, right?
Mhm.
I'm just checking the map out of character.
Yeah, it's the...
Yeah. It's
the
the
northernmost
port.
settlement. Yeah.
Okay, so instead of going around the island to go into the port and then just go walk via that.
Yeah.
You'll want to do that so you avoid the blockade and avoid getting eaten by Were Orca. Or just straight up
sounds
murdered,
kinda
whichever
cool, though.
happens. Yeah, so I hear, but they also have some unfortunate allies and some were sharks, so I hear, so.
Whoa.
Yeah, apparently they kind of use the were sharks as, like, dummies.
Are you guys like were orcas, or are you just able to turn, or a were shark? Or are
I'm
you
a
just
dru-
able to turn?
I'm a druid. I am a member of the moon. And I am...
Oh, that's so cool.
And I am also a druid. I am a member of the deeps. She says, bowing.
Oh, that's super cool. I think we had a member in my tribe who was one, but I can't remember much.
I certainly believe that. After all, druids of, well, our caliber often come from many places. My people, specifically, we actually live under the waves.
You wanted to say it, didn't you? You wanted to say it.
Under the sea. Under the sea. Everything's better. No one where to take it from me.
Anyway.
We've just started singing in Sylvan. It's amazing.
I am a ranger. I use a bow and arrow.
Wonderful.
And my partner is a gunslinger.
She, all three of them look at you, Niafta.
Oh
no, she's
I'm not the partner. I'm just the bard.
Oh. Sorry.
Yeah. He's not here. He's with the captain right now. I think they're at the
DMV.
DMV.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I and Durak hail from Tassi, which you all know is a city beneath the waves. Actually, not too far from here. It's actually pretty close.
Oh, I've always wanted to go there.
Well, I'm sure that one day you will certainly make it. It's not very far at all.
Is it close to Orca, or is it closer to...
Actually...
Or is it more in the middle?
She actually, thinks a minute. Oh, hold on. And she actually pulls out a map. From one of her many waterproof tubes, and on it is a very different map than you're all used to seeing. And so for the first time on stream, and for the first time for my players...
The Underseas of Vodari map? Yes!
Indeed.
That was really loud.
I have the Under the Seas of Vodari map ready to go.
Under the sea.
Can you please send that to me?
Yes.
I guarantee.
Can we?
I guarantee there is somewhere under the seas there is a tropical fish boy that sounds like Will Smith named Oscar.
You never know.
Shark Tale was an absolute horseshit movie.
You shut your mouth.
No one can tell me. It was awful. A lot of whitefish can't do it. Hun, you a whitefish.
I'm not saying...
You're as colorful as a rainbow than the fucking pufferfish, who is brown.
No, look. Reeve, look. Flotation device.
Flotation device? My ass!
Why you gotta be aquaphobic? You put boat feet. I can give a big bag of seeds.
Like, bro, the character designs are fucking awful. Why'd you make them look like people? They're fish.
Right? Ew.
It's so anthropomorphized that it looks scary. There's cute fish people, and then there's...
Here's this map, because I can apparently upload it there.
That the writing was just bad. It was Will Smith gets to be Will Smith, and he carried that shit on his back, and that's the only reason why it is mildly okay. You take Will Smith out of it, and it is a trash show, and therefore, it is a trash show. Star power can't contain everything.
It's just a basic
Sean Connery
gangster
begs to
movie.
differ.
Oh, look at that! Oh, it looks so cool!
What begs
Did they say they were from where?
Tassi.
Tassi.
Hold up, Brett. What begs to differ?
Shh. It's on Discord.
Oh, it's more north.
Oh, I see that now.
Yeah, I just opened up the original and put it into a new tab. So there's Lost Basin, and then there's Tassi.
Can't see.
Oh, it's by the tide port.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
saying
to
this in character when I shouldn't be.
to the northwest of where we are.
Yep. Indeed,
Northeast?
it's just a short little drop. Well, okay, I don't mean. It's a little ways down.
And way down we go.
Out of character, where did Xavier meet Reeve again? I'm trying to remember.
Oh, that's to the east in Varachi.
Marashi.
It's
Trying to
far
find-
away. It's far away.
Trying to find Ver.
Directly east from Zavros. It's the island to the left of the Kraken drawing. In the map.
Right to the left. Varashi.
So these closer to Valedo, to the east, to the western part of the
Valedo.
island.
Okay. Oh, so then underwater it'd be Damari. So Reeve kind of looks at the map, and then I accidentally zoomed in too close. It scared me. That scared myself. He looks and he points to I'll show it on here. He points to right here and is like, "This is where my family was."
Oh, yes, I well know of it.
Yeah,
Um,
I miss them sometimes. But my partner Xavier saved me from them. Or that's what he says.
I see. And where's this partner of yours now?
He's currently with the captain.
Ah,
Good question. Where are we now?
you guys have bought everything on your lists. So,
Hold up. Did I buy my new outfit? What's my new
yes,
outfit? What is my new outfit?
that's your call.
I don't even know. I was gonna try
First-
and figure it out based on what they
For
had.
supplies, how much do I need to deduct for supplies for the ship?
For the ship, and for how many days exactly?
Nikki?
We're gonna have to do for at least 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
You're looking at spending 20 gold.
Sure.
I remember the older
2 weeks for
members
sure.
of my tribe will go to a place called Korawa, I think. And that's where we got things that weren't just food.
Ah,
But mainly to get trinkets for everyone. And I always had a bunch of really pretty ones. That's where I got this star one right here, and that's where I got this ring right here, and that's where and he just points to like the different trinkets he has. Cause he has like this belt where it's just full of trinkets that he collects.
Aqua seems to be paying attention. Ilias is like
Done
you
with
have
this?
to. You notice that his attention is more on the water, and definitely towards that massive dark shape.
Spot. Yes.
His attention is there. And that seems to be kind of where he's just kind of leaving it for the time being.
Is that the Lost Basin large shape, or is it the Shard?
It's probably the shark.
Oh.
But
But he realizes he's been talking too much and is just like, "Oh,
Aqua smiles.
sorry."
You're quite all right. Durok actually reaches up and taps. Well, not reaches up, but reaches out and taps Aqua's back, and I'm aware. And
We
she's
probably kept you for way too long. Thank you for at least coming on the ship and saying hello and greeting us.
Oh, of
Did I
course.
talk?
It is certainly our pleasure. We like meeting people who are from under the waves. Well, most of us do. At least just shrugs. What? I can't breathe under there.
It's nice meeting you, Elias, Durock, and Aqua.
Yeah, not bad meeting you. If you ever come to Leaf, I don't. And he turns and leaves. Aqua just shakes her head. He likes his solitude. He doesn't get out much.
Hold up, do we at least meet these people? Or do we walk up the game playing as they're leaving?
Are you three? No.
You guys are still by Valor.
We are like bringing
You
back the
guys are-
supplies at this point, and it's a bunch, so it's slow.
Yeah.
I just assumed you guys are doing like a boys' night out with the little like.
We ain't. We did our things, and we doing business.
Yeah,
we
it's-
bring
it's-
shit back to the
I
boat.
don't know
It's
that
a
whole
boys'
comedy
night out.
skit that we
We
had that
repair
happened
our
last session.
accessories and buy clothes. Boys' night out.
I don't know.
We've been doing nothing but business.
We are so
for, like,
masculine.
the past, we've been doing nothing but business for the past 2 days straight.
I don't know.
Okay, well,
That
you guys
funny
been-
sitcom was something else last
Well, you guys have
session.
been taking time off. We've been doing business.
At any
Yeah.
rate,
Yeah.
this is
Look,
what.
I've got more shit done than what has happened in the past 8 months real time.
This is the
Alright.
thing that I had for the two who stayed on the ship while you guys were off with Valor doing that whole thing.
Aw, I appreciate it.
I try to give everybody equal time and, give everybody something to do.
Yeah.
But, as you guys, as Ilias is the first to leave, Duroc following close behind, but not leaving the ship before Aqua. Aqua just sighs and shakes her head. Well, if you ever do find yourself in Orca, do tell them that you're friends with us. This will keep you from dying horribly.
Okay.
Sure.
Oh, here. And then and Reeve like looks around and he's like he wants to give something, and then he finds like one of his like little scallops, that has like a really soft like golden color to it, and hands it to Aqua, and it's just like, so then you can remember me just in case. So if you ever see our ship, then you know it's safe.
Darling, there's not another ship in any of the seas named the Vessi's Mercy. It's very easy to figure out.
Just so you know, we're not strangers.
Of course we're not. And she says,
Yay.
as she takes the scallop and hands you a little piece of coral.
Aww.
Nice.
She then looks to you, Niafta, and hands you much the same. And it is a little piece of bright red coral in the shape of a water droplet. And she smiles. Do make sure that if you happen to pass over any of the aquatic cities, you do not drop or attack any of them from above the waves. That would be very bad. But in the meantime... Oh, I should also tell you that I have heard of a fantastic establishment, the Sunken Treasure. It's a tavern that is actually from my home. There,
In the taxi place? Or in Orca?
no, in my home of Tassie. It is the tavern there. Don't be surprised by what lurks out by what's lurking outside, and don't fight it. It's not a wise idea.
Tavern's called Sunken Treasure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm writing it down. My pen's being a bitch. Using my pencil.
Wow. With that, I think I've delivered enough cryptic warnings for one day. I
like
have...
cryptic warnings. That sounded weird.
No, I'm just not sure how much you understand cryptic warnings, darling.
I understand them, kind of.
And she's...
It's okay. I am the worthy one.
Normally Niafta or anyone else on the ship helps me with that.
She just kind of giggles and then nods her head. I can see that. Well, good. A crew needs to stick together. In the meantime, I suppose we should be going. And she looks to Duroc. Oh, yes. And just kind of mutters an incantation and waves her hand. And as she does. You see that he is now a seagull.
Nope.
Who, Duroc?
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Oh.
To
Can I
which,
give the bird? I'm gonna give the bird scritches.
as you
That's
move towards
mean.
as you move towards the bird, he like flies into the air, and she smiles. We'll see you soon. And with that, she turns into a albatross and
so
takes
cool.
off. And you notice a third.
That little mouse, 'cause she's an albatross.
Yep. You notice a third bird. It's a second seagull. Just kind of flies to catch up with them, and the three are gone.
Replays and it's like, bye, Alias, as well as the second one goes off. He assumes
Well,
that's Alias. Alias.
well,
Alias.
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 Albatross
Alias.
are one of the few birds
Well-
with a very small lifespan.
While we're carrying supplies, Xavier's just like,
Bird packs.
wow, one of those birds looks Russian and the other looks like an asshole. Fuck, you know?
Good eye, mate.
God.
I'm not sure which of those birds, but one of them is an asshole.
All seagulls. Hey, hold up. How many seagulls have you met? They're all assholes.
Not many, I'm a landlubber!
They're all assholes.
Clearly, you've never been to Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan's in the middle of Canada. We have a lot of seagulls.
Seagulls are not very
All
nice.
seagulls are assholes. All seagulls
Or
are
even
assholes.
me looks to Neapta and it's just like, did you see that? Oh my god, they gave me a little car.
I know, I got one little piece too. That's nice of them. Maybe this is also a way to, to make ourselves identifiable if we ever go to visit their lands.
Feel like
The,
you
uh,
can make it turn into a trinket for you?
Oh, that would be very nice.
The
Yeah, I can do
trio
that.
in the
I'll make sure I
distance.
know this one's yours because yours is a slight more orangish reddish hue, which is similar to like it. He starts just going off. Half the words he doesn't understand in common, so he just goes full off, and half of it's like Sylvan.
Out of character, yes, there is a difference between like our seagulls and Russian seagulls. They look different. They're very
There's also a difference
identifiable.
between seagulls and Canadian geese, and let me tell you, in Minnesota, you can't tell the difference.
Russian seagulls just don't give a fuck.
Russian
The-
seagulls are
the
big
tri-
and they ugly and they mean.
I want to point out that there is not a single nice seagull.
The
I'm a
trio in
nice
the distance
seagull.
can hear the high pitched. We can just hear the high pitched squealing. It sounds like a dog whistle to us.
No, because
Hold
they're
up.
quiet.
Hold
Back
on,
in
hold on, hold
character.
No, I meant
Maybe
when
Oh,
Reed
yeah,
starts
there-
nerding out.
on. Oh, look, there's an albatross and an asshole. Or something like that, right? What did you say, specifically? One looks Russian, one looks like an asshole.
Yeah, that's what I said.
They're seagulls. They're all assholes. What?
Yeah, you're fucking right.
I love
But
the.
that-
Yeah, you're right.
but
You're
that
right.
But that one right there, that
The one
that
below?
fucking looks Russian.
Me, I'm just like,
That one looks
The
Russian.
eyebrow. Like, no, you're right. It's the eyebrows. It's the eyebrows. I'm telling you.
The eyebrow.
I'm just.
Seagull have
I
eyebrows.
just imagine Valor's pushing the cart full of supplies with these two walking in front, and I'm like,
No, we're like talking about like, why does the seagull have eyebrows? It's clearly Russian if it has eyebrows.
By the way, what the fuck is Russia?
Right?
You said it, and I was basing it off of what it sounded like.
You already know
Really?
I'm fucking crazy.
Look, if you say a word and it sounds like whatever it is, because Russians clearly have eyebrows.
Right, we're at the ship
That's
now.
seagull right
Great. Hello, everyone.
Xavier, guess what? We got to meet
What?
a group of people that were from this place called Orca, and they were riding on orcas on the way here. And she gifted me this little coral, and I'm gonna turn it into a trinket because I traded her my scallop, and she also gave one to Neapta, which is also a coral.
Can I make a medicine check?
By the way,
That's fair. Can I-
my
can I-
video and sound just completely froze when you were talking. This
That's
is
funny.
to symbolize me spacing out when you talk.
Can I do this?
Reva
When we
conveniently
go on
notices
board-
you spacing out and just goes, "Oh, you don't care."
Sorry, I'm fucking
Cell walks
tired.
up and puts their hand directly on Reeve's forehead. I would like to make a medicine check to see if they're having a fever.
Okay. Let's see. Medicine. No fever.
No
Am I
fever.
having a
No roll.
fever? What's a fever?
Cell, I think you forget to realize this is Reeve on a normal day.
Oh, Valor, you're back!
Reluctantly, they kind of dragged me along to bring the supplies. I'm dropping them off and going to get my. I'm going to get my stuff from my house.
I was also told. He tugs on Cell's shirt and is like, "Oh yeah, I was told you got this letter." He gives the letter from the person that's currently redoing our thing, from Lucian Rowe, I think is his name, and I was informed, I think that's the word, that instead of going to Zoleni right away, to stop into Hope and go there by land. Because there's a blackout happening.
Cell holds out their hand for the letter.
You mean
so
a
that you may
blockade?
give it.
Yeah,
So-
that!
Alright, thank you.
So Cell holds out their
Right.
hand first, and they're like waiting for you to put it in their hand rather than
Put it
just
in your
grab
hand.
it from you. Awesome. Thank you so
It's-
much. This is really important. Tucks it into their new jacket.
Did I
I
catch the
like your
seal on the
jacket.
letter?
Do you like my new outfit? It looks really
It looks
Roll
really
a
good.
perception check, Vex.
Roll a perception check.
To see, to see if you spotted the seal on the letter.
Right.
You did not.
Yes,
Yeah.
or no?
The person says it's from Lucian Rowe. And
All three of
he
you
said
can
that
roll a
was-
history check on that name.
Me?
No, the three
So
boys.
I'm a boy.
I am a boy.
He is the man.
He's
By the way,
not a man.
who can roll a history
He's a
check?
spam.
Hold on. I want to point out that I'm the only actual boy here. The rest of the three others are men.
The elf, the snake, and the and one of the tieflings.
Oh,
Hey, help me out. Can you roll that for me?
I did.
What did I roll?
I need to read.
You got a 19.
Nice.
He's a teen.
But yeah, and then Grenfis, the person that is currently out right there, is repainting the ship logo for you. And Kate says not to let him on board.
You mean the guy with the parasol?
Yeah.
You mean the asshole?
The who?
What's an asshole again?
I don't even know, but he looks like a fucking
I
asshole.
can show you one.
Wait a minute.
Is that an invitation or a promise?
Wait a minute.
Anatomy lessons with me after
never-
I didn't say who's one.
Child manifests the salad. Guys, right in front of my salad.
right in front of my salad.
I think Cell actually has minor
The
illusion.
salads means.
Minor illusion.
Oh, is this similar to like the anal fin that a lot of fish have? I have one of those. I'm in fish form.
No. Okay, so hold up. Why isn't he allowed on board? Is it because he's a vampire and he needs a parasol?
I
Hold
asked
on.
if he was a
What?
vampire, and he said no.
So I don't.
So he
know
must be
shit,
telling the truth.
I sort of lean over and like yell at him. Hey, are you a vampire?
He already said no.
No,
Tell me if you're a vampire.
I don't actually.
Did you
Did you
literally
just give-
pull that? Are you a cop? You gotta tell me if you're a cop.
No, it only works
I'm here
for
to wipe
vampires.
your windows.
Well, that's
Right.
not helpful. I was gonna invite you on board if you said other. You know what? Forget it. Keep on with the work. Thumbs up.
You see, he just rolls his eyes and just turns and looks away back at his crew. Meanwhile,
Oh, hold up. And literally goes, hold up, wait. Runs out onto the app. Like, literally the bit.
Yeah.
Goes, it spins around. My new outfit, you guys like it? Paying you to like it.
You see, they're all just kind of like looking at you, and then they just go back to work.
Duly
Good
noted.
choice, gents. Good choice.
Duly
Right.
noted.
I think
You
you're
know,
very, very
realize-
nice, though.
So you realize they're not being paid to like your outfit, right? I'm not getting paid to like your outfit.
They also don't speak common, says Renfield.
Hmm.
Maybe you should have started with that. What did they speak?
You didn't ask.
You just did.
As for what they actually speak, well, I'll let you guess.
What do you speak?
They just, again, look up at you,
He
and
asked
just
in
look back.
common. What do you speak?
By the way, what did the worker look like?
So most of them are aquatic dwarves.
Oh, they're aquatic. I'm not going to get this.
Yes, they are aquatic dwarves, and then one or two of them are actually one of them is just a coral giant, and so he's literally a construct, and he's living the heaviest of things.
I would like to
Reeve
flag.
goes over and says in Aquin that they're doing a good job.
They again look at you, and then just go back to
I
work.
give the thumbs up.
Oh.
Oh, what's the pirate language again? It's
Shanty speak.
I literally scream in shanty speak. Oi, you speak this?
None of them respond.
Can we stop trying to get them to like your outfit and let them get back to work? In the
I like your
meantime,
outfit, Phil.
Just need an honest opinion. I know you like my outfit.
It looks very
What was
lovely.
my-
He's
You-
like
you want an
holding his
honest opinion?
arm and examining the sleeve.
So honest opinion, you probably paid too much for it.
Probably.
Right. By the way, lads.
Probably, but you
just-
gotta build up a
just-
community, you know?
But by the way, lads, just if you could, lads and lady, if you could huddle up here, let's not forget that there's probably a fucking vampire coming here, or let's looking for our passenger.
Yeah, I know, it's that guy out there.
Actually, now that I have a second, Sel, you do know that name, Baron Lucian Rao. So he was thought to be dead when his ship caught fire in open water over a year ago. However, he has recently returned to his ancestral home, and he pretty much lives in the castle on Ravana, on the small island of Razan, and is the ruler over it.
Yeah. No,
No, you don't know.
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure.
Look, there's an undead being.
I don't know, but I'm sure.
Right, let's put it this way, right?
If I'm
Positive the
done,
person out there is actually is an actual vampire now.
if
Are
I'm
you saying
done,
you're a vampire, Sel?
he wishes.
No, that would be really cool.
Whoa.
Hey.
You probably be dead right now.
I would not handle it in the vampire world. Letting you know. When
Well,
people,
just because it's sunlit.
If there's nothing else, if there's nothing else left for me to do here today, I'd like to go back and spend the remainder of my time on land with my family.
look, there's an actual
or-
vampire out there, so like.
Well,
I need
yeah,
to
Valor,
go
we
there.
needed you because we wanted to leave a day early.
This was not
We did-
mentioned in the. This was
we
not
didn't
mentioned in
say-
the meeting.
We didn't say that at all.
This was
I
not
thought we
mentioned.
were doing that.
This was not mentioned in the meeting when somebody had mentioned that they needed me back on the ship.
Well, I
did not
assume that's
mention
why
that
you
we
grabbed
needed
him.
you earlier.
No,
No,
we
grabbed
just
him
needed
because
him
there's
back
a
on the
pos-
ship for religious goodness against dead bitches.
Right, like that guy out
Oh,
there.
yeah, we need your
As
power,
I
Vec.
obviously point out towards the person with the parasol.
I am nowhere near experienced enough in my paladin ways to turn undead.
Okay, then
I will just say
I
you can
grab-
still smite a bitch.
That I can. Shall I test it?
I do grab Valor by the arm and sort of pull him off the plank towards the person with the parasol.
Okay, so I grew up in.
Look, I need a bodyguard. Just help me.
Look, I grew up in this place, right? I grew up in Zabo.
Yeah.
Having seen this guy, would I have seen others like him?
Yeah, you've seen the hoity-toity type who don't want to get sun on their skin. That's not unusual.
So, this guy's just a noble.
Look, I've been a part of the hoity-toity types. Guess what? We like sin.
This is a noble. From
That
Zabo.
doesn't. From my experiences, no, they don't. You're a fucking special case.
No, we're workers.
Yeah,
We
there's people who don't like to fucking work.
Yeah, we make money, and we make more money than any of these other people would have.
Right.
Okay. I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and say if this guy was a vampire, Raven Niafta would be dead by now.
What
That's
do you
wrong.
mean?
I also want to point out that it is broad daylight.
That don't mean jack to a vampire with a parasol.
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that you said parasol. Alright, Mr. Wake Walker. You spend time
Yes.
with your family, get your shit, get back at your earliest convenience because there might be dead motherfuckers coming.
I'll make it brief. I didn't really get a chance to say goodbye before my next voyage, so I should be back within the hour.
Take your
Probably
time,
not
Mike.
for an hour. You have dinner with your parents, right? Go have dinner with your parents. We are probably
John
not eating-
Bird.
we are
If
probably not
anyone-
eating tonight anyway. Just come back in the morning.
If anyone needs me, I'm going to be.
Xavier, I do need you though.
What do you need me fuck for?
Stand right next to me. I'll ask some questions.
To avoid another sitcom scenario with the Jersey parents, I'm just gonna say I go back and have dinner with my parents and then leave. Say
Who says you
goodbye.
get to avoid a sitcom?
Because every time it happens, I can't control my nervous giggling and it just makes it worse.
Okay, but your nervous giggling is so cute. It is.
But you have some free time right now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Tiefling. Tiefling Bard.
Yep.
I saw the
Sorry,
little
I
dance you were
spaced out.
doing.
Do you have some free time right now?
What?
For the third time. Do you have some free time right now?
Some what?
Free time.
Free time, like right now. Yeah.
Yeah, would you care to come down with me and give me a hand?
Sure.
We will remember this.
A hand.
It's because
Would you consider
you're
this also
still
a job?
on elf guard duty.
I'm not on
Would you consider this also a job? So it would be considered a hand job?
This is why Brett gets demonetized.
Demonetized.
This is why Brett gets demonetized. It's all because
I don't even have enough followers to get monetized in the first place. So
Yet.
But
Yeah.
So we
Bree,
can make it fun, and when we become popular, then we stop
yeah,
doing it.
but the
I
thing,
want-
Just
want-
sits there in the back like,
I never
you
once
remember
said
this.
that it was a hand
the thing
job.
is,
just said
Bree,
that it
I
was
would
a
ask
hand.
you, but you're still supposed to be guarding the elf.
oh shit! He runs off.
Yeah, there he goes. Xavier reminds me, he goes, oh no.
How's the elf doing? I come back.
I'm still waiting for White to become a violent person. I'm still waiting for him to become a violent person because of all the
You
How do
see,
you
facts.
know?
you see that you see this smile behind it is the intent of murder.
How do you know he's already violent? You don't know yet.
I know he's violent. I'm just waiting for him to kill me tomorrow.
It'll happen when you least suspect it, so probably not tomorrow.
But Xavier, so I bring the after to my little workshop that I have. It's ramshackle. At this point, I need to set it up properly. But where there's on a stand, there's the project I'm working on, which is an adjustable scope based out of a spyglass.
Mm.
If you could give me a hand with this, just tool work and an inspirational word or two, it would fucking help.
Sure.
Help
Can I-
action plus
can I
inspiration.
use inspiration?
How does she plan to use inspiration to help him build a gun?
Well, okay, so what he's asking for specifically out of character was the help action plus inspiration.
Okay.
Basically.
Help action plus inspiration. Yeah, but I mean, am I not supposed to use inspiration first, or no? Is the way around?
So you can use the help action, and then you can also add on your bardic inspiration.
What is the help action?
So the help
He
action
just
just
gives me
basically
advantage.
means is that any check he does within his next check, if you're helping him, will have advantage.
Okay. How do I do that?
So hold up, you may do this anytime as an action within
Uh-huh.
a 5-foot range.
Okay, we're both at the same place, so
Yep.
it's not like
Yeah. We're just
That's what I'm
we're
trying to
just
say.
sitting
You can
down.
technically do it in combat, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
If it ever becomes relevant.
Right.
Putting it up.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
yeah,
So
we
I'm
just
gonna
ha-
take. I'm just gonna take out my loot. Start, touching some
That
strings.
root and goes to blowing.
What is exactly what you want to focus on when you're crafting your gun?
Oh, it's not.
Is there
Actually,
any intention that you may have for this gun? Something
Yeah,
special
so over here.
that needs to be. Yeah.
Actually, good idea. I actually good idea because my musket was still wrapped about my back. I just take it out and put it because I need to adjust it to the musket. I need to adjust the scope to the, so I forgot. So I put it on. I mean, there's no really intent. I just want to be able to be a little bit more efficient with it.
Oh, okay.
And tinkering, crafting.
Think
It
sure.
it helps calm down my nerves. It helps. In my ripe old age.
Alrighty, then I start playing my lute, and I'm gonna be like just humming a little melody, and time to time I must say a couple words here and there, like.
Put those balls where the pearls were.
Yeah, Nyato over here is playing some lo-fi hip-hop for work.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's
and
not what I'm
and
listening
just-
to right now.
And I'm vibing and working. I'm trying to complete the scope that I started.
Okay.
I want
Okay.
to point out some of the best tournaments I've gone to had lo-fi.
Go ahead
Funny
and
too.
for
Okay.
the scope that you're working on, Tinker's Tools, querying dexterity because you're making it. And you have advantage, and you can add a d6 to that.
Just wait until I get guidance, motherfuckers. I'm gonna get access to the
25.
third cantrips. I promise you.
Hell yeah!
25, yeah, you're able to finish your scope pretty handily.
Nice. I helped.
And whilst I'm working it, it's just that when you make breaks, I just ask you for specific tools.
Yeah, no problem. I have an extra member.
you use the prehensile tail.
yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm using my tail to pass with
I
stuff.
have an extra member, of course. course that is the phrasing that Nyafta uses.
Hold up, can I get an actual prehensile
I am
tail?
intrigued.
Wait, hold up. Did Tieflings get a prehensile tail? Do I get a prehensile tail? There's so much I'm going to be using if I get a prehensile tail.
Quiet. At any rate.
I do have as we're vibing. I do have a question.
Mm-hmm.
What are you here for?
Right.
Wandering about the world. What are you here for?
I have been trying to gather information related to some sort of like curse that is related to my family. It's actually I found recently, and I show him my necklace is a big stone with a rune. And I tell him this is one of the jewelry pieces that have been running through my family for generations, and they are related to our curse. We cannot get rid of them. It's like it's a symbol of pride, but at the same time it's kind of a curse. So yeah, we carry them because supposedly on these like pieces of jewelry are elements that can help us to break the curse. That's why we keep them and carry them on until somebody finds it. It's just that it has become unconscious for the members of my generation to just gather information, but they have lost purpose. They don't know why. They are just so obsessed with gathering information and knowledge in general anymore. But I do. I've been reading books related to my ancestors that have more or less the history of it. And now that I understand it, I do have a purpose, and that's why I travel. Now, of course, being a bard allowed me to make a living while I do it.
Oh, that's fantastic. By the way, DM, as becoming an arcane gunmaster, I did acquire proficiency with Arcana. So can I see or figure out what the purpose of that room might be?
Sure, go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
15.
So, the purpose of the rune is it's one of a number. You can easily tell that this rune is... Unlike most runes which mean things entirely on their own, it seems that the meaning of this particular rune doesn't make a whole lot of sense unless it's with the others. It seems to be a part of a rune scribe that requires all the pieces in order to make sense of what it's saying. The other thing you know is that this particular rune style does not come from south of Vessi's Rage. It comes from the north of Vessi's Rage, from the tribes there. That's what you can tell right off the bat. Nyafta, you would know that it's one of a number.
Yes.
It's not the only piece of jewelry in your family. In fact, it's one of, of at least a dozen such pieces. Though everyone keeps telling you there's one missing. That is the one thing your family has agreed on, is that there is one missing. And in fact, not all 12 are in your family's possession anymore. Some have been lost when relatives have died at sea or been eaten by monsters.
Yes.
Thousands of stories. But
in my family, there are only 4 remaining.
Correct.
So there's 8 missing.
There are 8 pieces that I should be gathering around, and that's also why I have like a high interest on jewelry and pearls, that kind of stuff.
Fair. Oh, yeah, that's fascinating, actually. So as I finish up, and just.
Now, I will say
I looked through it.
It works just fine. I will say that the origin of the language that the runes come from is something that has been lost to your family's, own legend. You know it belongs to some tribe somewhere. You just haven't seen it in the south yet. But you also haven't been much further north than pretty much Fernwa or Draga itself. So, I mean, it's kind of hard to really say. Xavier's been a little more diversified in his locales. And in the people he's met and traveled with, due to his job being a smuggler. And he has had to smuggle some very interesting cargo from all over. So.
And I will say, if you need to find the rest of these things, and any help gathering,
I would so much appreciate it.
Because I'm a bit of a tricksy magician as of late.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I can, I can actually do this. And I turn my notebook. There's lines and lines of text. None that you can read, though. And I just wave my hand over it. Common. Completely readable.
Oh, nice.
And it's... and if you glance, because I did purposely go to a page that is spice. It is...
That's the secret smut he's been writing in the backstorm.
Yeah, it's just filthy. I'm kidding. No, it's you see that there are some lines referring to Tessa, Valor, and Cell, and I wave my hand back, and it's gibberish again.
Okay.
You remember anything and you're done. I promise you.
At any rate.
I won't know, but I will know.
Oh, it's okay.
So if you need me to hide some information that you're getting in your hands, just give me a call.
Sure, will do. But also, maybe if you have this ability to transform unreadable text to actually readable text, that might actually be more useful.
Well, it's more of a encryption that I do
Oh, okay.
on my own.
Unfortunately,
It doesn't translate.
Translate to somebody else's writing. We can give it a shot sometime. I mean, if it doesn't work, I won't be disappointed.
I mean, I am a forger. I can forge documents if you want. I'm a bit of a jack of all trades in that case.
Yeah.
I can smith, tinker, and forge. It's
good.
At this point, Sal, have you returned to your cabin?
He's muted.
Is he?
So.
He is.
Sal, is he? Sal, your there you go. Your mic was off.
Yeah, sorry, I was having to charge. But no, actually, as they actually go off, I actually go up to the dude with the parasol.
Okay. He turns and looks at you. I take it you're Captain Sal Bomba, yes?
Yes, it's nice to meet you. Who are you again?
Sean Renfield, he says, extending his hand.
I shake his hand and I flash the letter in my new jacket pocket.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
So subtle.
But I just go, I take it this is from the person you hail from?
That is from whoever addressed it to you, and I have been called in to deliver it. Nothing more.
You've been called in to deliver it. Why? Do you know anything about this? As I kind of pop the seal and...
I only know who it was meant to go to and that it was meant to be delivered. And since I apparently was closest and had business here, then perhaps that is why I was picked.
So you do know this individual personally? In some form?
No one really knows him personally, I wouldn't say, but it doesn't matter if I know him personally or not. He asked me a favor, and I have done a favor.
I must say, I'm only asking as a Newman in past life, and it is very much as I I'm saying this as I'm beginning to read it.
The letter reads, "Dear Captain, it has come to my attention that you have property of mine. A ship that was lost under my contract has been missing for some time now. Word has reached my ear that a survivor may or may not have survived and made it to Port Zavo. I care not for the survivor. I only care for the merchandise that may or may not be in his possession. If he does not possess any such trinkets, then I shall be happy to take you at your word, as I am told that you are at least not suicidal. You may keep the contents of anything else you found from that particular vessel, but I require at least some proof that you do not have the trinket in possession. My man Renfield will happily serve in that regard."
So you lied, as I pulled the note, put it in there. You do know him personally.
I did not lie. I said I don't believe anyone knows him personally. And given
Please be honest with me.
Given who he is, and given what he does, and given his status, I don't believe that I could know him personally. I know his name, I know his face, I have worked for him in the past, of course. I have not lied to you in any of that regard. I do not know him.
As Renfield continues to speak, Cell's smile grows wider and wider. I do understand.
Good. I also am not privy to the contents of that letter. I was only told to deliver it.
Well, how long are you going to continue to work on my figurehead?
Oh, it'll be done by the eve. And he actually points, and they have made some astonishing headway.
I do have a letter for you to return to him.
Very well.
We should be here until roughly dawn. We have some business to attend to around then, so if you could be quick about returning it, that would be very much appreciated.
He does live in Ravana. It takes at least a week to get any letters to there by ship.
There are... you know what? Then I got it. Can you send me the address?
Absolutely not.
Not like I probably don't already know, or at least have an idea and can't find out.
Well, certainly you can find out, but I have not been privy or permitted to share any such information. Now, given the name that is on that letter, it should not be hard to find it at all. And, in fact, you could simply address the letter to him and send it to Ravana, and I am sure it would reach his hands. But again, I have not been told I can give you special information or special access to send letters directly to him. If you want to go through the proper channels, then you certainly may, or if you have a letter that you wish me to send personally to him, I will. But do know that it takes time. I cannot simply will it there. I do not have magic.
Then, rather than let this be known, the next time I talk to him, it'll more than likely be in person.
Very well. I will send such a letter post-haste.
He wants to see me. He knows the name of my ship.
I don't know if he wants to see you. But that...
That's the only way I will be talking with him from here on out.
Good luck with that. He says as he turns and just continues to watch his men work.
Have a good day.
You as well. As
I
you
also
get to
do.
the-
I turn around at the
Mhm.
top of the head plank. I just go. By the way, that parasol, very old. I'm pretty sure you're still getting tan through it. You might want to
Rude.
consider a wider brim, or something, or rather some new parchment to line it.
He just kind of looks at you and then just watches back at his men at work. The last bit of the letter that you read is, "My man Renfield will serve in this regard. Sincerely yours, Baron Lucian Rao. P.S. Do not try and cheat me." Oh,
Try
sorry.
and cheat
There was one other sentence. You may send the trinket with Renfield.
I haven't seen a trinket yet, so
You have not.
We also really haven't searched his pockets.
Or the barrels.
Or the barrels.
Yeah, we haven't searched
we
barrels.
haven't. But here's the other thing. I don't know right now, and I would like to use that to the most of my advantage.
That's almost smart.
Because the thing is, if we have the trinket without knowing it, and he discovers that we have it, we're still fucked.
Oh no, that is definitely a thing, but I've made it very apparent to Renfield that I have no clue what he's talking about.
Mhm.
And not only do I have no clue what he's talking about, I would like to talk to him in person in order to make a deal to get him his thing.
Your greed will be the death of us. Anyway,
Yeah.
Makes you a whole lot of money.
As you return back to your ship, that's pretty much everything for that.
I will call for my accountant,
He's an accountant.
the man who I pay to pay me.
nobody asks questions when you say you're an accountant.
Yeah.
I call my figure and I hand him the letter. I say, look through this.
Holy shit.
Yeah, there's a lot, right?
Why the fuck do problems always follow you?
Turns
We always
out,
follow you as well.
turns out every single dock we face in has 5 different problems that we need to solve. Answer is, which one do we address first? Probably this.
First of all, do you need me to point a gun at the guy's head and ask if he has a trinket?
Not yet.
Do you want me to search the barrels?
I want you specifically to search the longboat, then the barrels. I will search the man. I will double check with you to see if I've messed up, and then we will switch places. This will not be told amongst any of the crew at the moment, because if they know, then they are also as much or worse at risk than we are right now, because we both read this. Capiche?
Specifically, don't tell the snake because he'll try to stop you.
Okay,
No, it's not
just
telling
I just
anybody, it's because if anyone knows about this, they're an accomplice.
I know you do crime, and I do crime.
We do crime. We're pirates.
We're privateers.
We do respectable crime.
We do
Respectable.
This is not
respectable crime.
respectable crime.
I do non-respectable crime on the side. By the way, how the fuck are you here?
Crime. What, in the after?
Literally turns over to me after who's trying to read over this man's shoulder. Why did you allow this to happen?
What?
Right,
Well,
now you
she's
have
now
to
an
do the
accomplice,
work
is she?
Great. Look, Neaf, now you have to do this because you're in it.
Have to do what again?
Crime.
Crime? Yeah, why not?
No, you need to start searching barrels.
Okay, yeah, I can search barrels.
You're cool with crime. I like you.
Yeah.
No, like, this is not something that, like, we're actually probably dealing with an actual vampire.
Oh. Okay.
And if we fuck this up, anyone who knows about that letter, which you read, is dead.
Well,
Right. So,
give you a tip. Don't invite him over.
I just go. Letter is non-readable. Whenever you want someone to read it, come to me.
Mhm.
We should have started with that.
You didn't
I
ask.
mean, you read it out loud, knowing Niafta was in that room. When you
Oh,
came
I didn't
down.
read out loud. I just
No.
went. Oh.
None of us read it out loud. It was the fact that Neafta was looking over the shoulder as it was being read.
Yeah, I do that.
You know, I can't blame you. So, conveniently, I will go to the room next door. There's the barrels. They're really close to me.
I will
right,
start
yeah.
searching the man's person for a particular trinket of said description.
Roll a sleight of hand check to do this without being seen.
What is it?
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
in the
care.
quarters.
Oh no, it's... Hold up, wait, you're in the room?
Reem
I'm
has
with
been
the
assigned
elf,
to guard the
remember?
man.
I literally just say then, if I enter the room and I see people in the room outside of me and the elf, I just say,
I'm in the
"Everybody
room
get out."
guarding the elf.
I just say, I got it. Get out, I'll call
No.
for you. And at the...
No.
No,
You don't
I'm the
disrespect the
captain.
orders of your captain.
I'm not
I'm the captain.
disrespecting. I'm not disrespecting the captain.
I'm the captain. Please stand
Yeah?
at the door to guard.
What if you do something bad to him?
Well, then you will know after I invite you in within...
I'm not a
Couple minutes.
vampire. You can't just say that you invite me in.
This is my room!
No, this
This
is
is
your
why-
quarters.
This is where I sleep. This is where I keep all my documents. This is my home. This room right here is my home.
It's your
would like-
home. I thought it was a quarter.
Oh,
at
Reem.
this point, you just hear a from downstairs. Reem, get the fuck out!
Oh, okay. You see little toe taps of him going.
And I do want to point out that I do not care whether it is not noticed by the dude that I am searching, because
Oh?
I have a loaded gun to his head at the time.
Let's hope he's unconscious right now.
The fact that he might be awake and you're just going.
Okay, so
No, it's one hand.
are you pulling him or are you searching him?
Yes.
Yes.
So sleight of hand check.
All right.
Okay,
What did I roll?
you rolled a 5, so he's aware. As he wakes up and sees you holding a gun to his head, he doesn't move, but he looks at you confused and horrified.
I literally go, look. Looking for a particular trinket. It has been noticed I don't have the letter anymore, do I? I handed it to Xavier. Xavier has the letter. I'm like, look, there's been a letter. There's the Baron. There's a whole lot that's going on. I just need to find out what's going on. Do you have a trinket on you?
I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't done anything. I just survived a kraken.
Look, dude. Look at me.
He looks at you.
Now you just survived. I know you just survived a kraken. What
No,
did
you
you
just
take from the wreckage?
I didn't take anything from the wreckage. The barrels were floating there. I grabbed onto them for dear life.
Were you a part of the wreckage?
I mean, I was in the wreckage. That's where I found the longboat.
How did you get there?
I fell in when the kraken crashed the ship into pieces. and then pulled it down.
Who are you?
My name is, and he just repeats
He
his name.
checks his memory.
Look, I need you to do me a favor.
I haven't done anything wrong!
You've done absolutely nothing wrong.
Then why are you holding a gun to my head?
Yeah, that's right. There it is.
Because of a few things. I did not want you to become violent when I started searching you.
You could have just asked. I would happily have turned out my pockets. You saved me from dying, but I'm starting to regret that fact.
You were quiet. I didn't know. Look.
You're bad at this.
I know!
I'm still at his hand. I know I'm bad at this, but I'm super close to the trigger.
Good God.
Listen, I'm the good cop here. I'm the good cop here.
Don't make me call the half elf downstairs. Like, that man shoots first and asks questions later.
Look, there's a lot of things that aren't okay right now. Okay?
No! No, it's not okay!
No, that's what I'm trying to say. A lot of things aren't okay. Okay?
No! No, it's not okay!
That's what I'm trying to say. A lot of things aren't okay. Okay?
How late in the evening is it by this point?
He just, like, shrugs at your, not okay, okay, and he just kind of shrugs. It's getting on, supper, dinner time.
Okay.
Yum yum.
Oh, thanks for keeping me out of court.
Valor's having such a lovely dinner while this is happening.
Yeah, I'm just over there having dinner. I'm just like, I know they're probably screwing something up, but I'm not going to pay attention to it because I'm not there.
So,
He taught me how to cook dinner.
Sits in the chair, opens the bottom drawer that has the lock on it, pours 2 glasses of whatever that sake is that I had left over, and goes, "Look, I'm not really good at this, okay? I don't do the interrogation shit."
Really?
He just nods. I should hope not. I mean, I'm pretty harmless.
No one who's not harmless say that. Or no.
Let's hear your life story then.
He proceeds to tell you of how he became a powder monkey at a young age for elves, because he is a full elf. How he became a powder monkey at a very young age, how he never knew his family, how he doesn't actually trance properly. Like, he's pretty sure he's reliving memories that aren't his, or past lives that maybe belong to someone else, because he doesn't see, like, how he could be that heroic. He then tells you of a time that he was beaten up by what eventually becomes his ex-wife, who left him for a Goliath, and how he has never had anyone else because he has literally just stayed at sea his whole life.
Hold on. His ex-wife that left him for a Goliath. Darth Babushka's been going around.
He also tells you the fact that he was the lowest powder monkey on his ship. That includes the other children who were powder monkeys who were rising faster than he does. He can't read. He can't write. He's
never done anything with his life.
No, he has done fuck all with his life. The only thing he did, the only point of note, is he survived a Kraken's attack, and he survived. Go ahead, make an insight check.
Okay. Hey, I got a question. How old is this
lived
motherfucker?
more than 20 years can't out rank a child.
How old is this motherfucker?
I mean, like, to be fair, yeah.
Is this the 12-year-old kid that
So
I think our 12-year-old outranks him.
In elf years, he's about 30. In elf years, he's around 30.
okay.
You're pretty sure that if he's bullshitting you, it is the most elaborate story you have ever heard. The only part he gets to was apparently now he's starting to slowly recover memories because he goes, the last thing I remember was crawling up the crow's nest as a tentacle slithered up and snapped the ship and I went in the water. And I found barrels, and then the next thing I know I was on a longboat, and then the next thing I know I was here.
So who's the patron of your ship? Do you know?
No!
Hey, look.
No, I don't!
Stop. Look at me.
He's looking at you.
I'm pouring him another drink.
He drinks it quickly.
Hey, look.
He only remembers shit when he's drunk. Just give him about 3 more. That'll be good.
Look, people have very poor social skills when they're drunk, so secrets don't sort of flow out when you become inebriated.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Especially when you're traumatized.
I'm just imagining the scene from Chowder where all the police go like, alright, tell us everything you know.
He just kind of nods his head. Okay. I don't know what any of this has to do with anything.
You were talking about a vampire at some point in your sleep. To wait.
Oh, yes! Yes, the face. The scary person. Yes, I remember him. He came on the ship when we were in our last port. I don't remember what port that was. He told us...
A name of the person.
Oh, I didn't know.
Clothing, the port. Why is he coming for you specifically? What is he looking for? Give me something useful, man.
He's wearing any kind of like lordly type stuff. I think he had maybe a powdered wig on, or his hair's either really that white.
Does he have a parasol?
He was he was tall, slender. He told our captain we had to make it to port because of reasons. I don't know. And he looked very scary. I was pretty sure he was a vampire because everyone else was saying he was a vampire.
Why were they saying he was a vampire? You didn't ask?
Well, because he's pale looking. We had to, he waited until the captain invited him on the ship. I don't know, he was weird.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, I suppose the inviting thing is kind of normal. I mean, most people don't enter a ship without being invited.
But that's how you get shot.
Okay, it's 50-50. He's either a vampire or just polite.
But everyone was saying he was weird and creepy looking, and so people were calling him a vampire. I don't know. I don't know anything. I know that garlic wards. I know that garlic wards off vampires because that's what the rest of the crew were saying. That's why we ate garlic every day.
Hey, look. We're gonna start with this, right? I'm gonna need you to do me a favor.
Okay.
Do you see that hammock over there?
Yeah.
We need you to. I'm gonna start undoing the bits to make it sort of veil/cover, right? You're getting completely undressed.
Why?
You're gonna be over behind that, so I don't have to see it. You're gonna hand me everything on your person. I'm gonna have to search it. Look, dude, I spent over 100 gold on you already. You owe me this shit. It's not sexual.
He pulls out the covers, and you notice that the breeches he's wearing do not contain pockets. And he was not wearing shoes when you found him.
Neck, there's straps, I don't know, dude,
He shrugs and takes off the shirt and, just kind of...
I don't want to see that, so go over there!
He shrugs, gets out of bed, wobbling, and barely getting there. And
I help him over there. I hold him against the wall, hand him a little.
Reeve opens the door with food and it's like, I got you guys food.
Oh!
Closes the door.
Reeve, I would
Down.
appreciate the food, but now is not the time. Now is an interrogation to my best abilities.
Rave, I
Jeez.
appreciate the food, but I'm about to eat.
Nice.
Opens the door.
Leave
Sees
the dude-
the fucking captain
Leave
pinning the
the
dude
dude
naked
to
to the wall.
So, as you
Runs out.
as you do so, he gives you all his clothes and stands there in basically skivvies.
Completely covered as best I can.
Man. And you don't find
I run out to
anything.
Reeve.
Okay.
The-
I should be helping him doing that because technically I'm the medical staff of the ship, so I can
I
get pretty
hand
much
him
everybody
the
undressed.
Hold up.
I
What about the
I
cavity
hand
search?
him up- I hand him up.
Do that.
I literally do is I hand him one of my one long shirt. Be like, cool, you're gonna wear this and nothing but this for a little bit. Got it? I know it's short. I'm short. I get it.
he shrugs and, okay.
You made this man Donald Duck. Amazed.
So,
Cool.
as you go through and as you search the stuff, you do not find anything. There's nothing on his person. He doesn't even have buckles to his pants. His
I don't
pants
even-
are literally tied together by rope.
I don't think you
Yeah.
understand. I don't trust my own opinion on this. I would trust it if it were 3 other people.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm gonna hand.
Well,
I'm going to walk out and just be like, "Hey, Reeve, look, it's not what it looks like."
By the time you come out, half the ship thinks that you just were having sex with him.
Oh,
I don't like dudes. I promise.
Me after you and I are not in this. We are searching barrels in a boat right now.
okay.
I am very much heterosexual. Okay.
You don't look heterosexual. You were in there. He was naked. You were putting him to the
Shut
wall.
up.
I'm surprised Reeve even knows what heterosexual means.
Yeah, bro.
I only speak with Reeve in shanty speak. That was my goal. I promised Reeve that I would only speak with Reeve in shanty speak. Even in regular conversation. It is entirely in shanty speak.
That didn't look like something a heterosexual would do.
I was searching his clothes.
He was searching.
That's it. Are you telling me a heterosexual looks at people's clothes?
Why is that a big deal?
Meanwhile, I'm eating whatever Jersey meat
You eat him some pasta, like it's pretty good, man.
There's some good
over here.
At any rate,
But I literally grab Reeve by both of their shoulders. I am still a fucking virgin, okay?
Bruh.
Do I hear that?
so no matter who tries to search the clothes, there's nothing on them. To speed up this chicanery.
Process.
No, this is the chicanery of after I scream at Reeve in shanty speak that I am still a fucking virgin. As I storm down the stairs.
Reeve screams, "Don't take my clothes! Don't unstrip